Did you know that 97% of seniors over 60 are making daily mistakes that harm their skin? From dryness to wrinkles, many of these habits seem harmless, but they're secretly aging your skin faster than you think. Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Miller. Welcome to Matthew Miller TV, the channel where we explore practical, science-backed ways to live longer, healthier, and happier lives. If you care about your health and well-being, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you'll never miss valuable insights designed to help you and your loved ones. After 60, your skin becomes more sensitive than ever. It's thinner, drier, and slower to heal. While many seniors invest in creams or treatments, the truth is that everyday habits play a much bigger role. In today's video, we'll uncover 6 common mistakes nearly 97% of older adults commit that damage skin health. And most importantly, I'll share simple solutions you can start today to protect your skin, restore its glow, and age gracefully. So let's dive into the first mistake that silently harms your skin every single day. Mistake number 1: not drinking enough water. Mary is 68, a retired teacher living in Ohio. Every morning she starts her day with a steaming cup of coffee, sometimes 2. Then she moves through her routine, watering the garden, running errands, chatting with her grandchildren on the phone. By evening, she often realizes she hasn't had more than a few sips of plain water all day. She figures that her coffee and maybe a soda at lunch are enough. After all, she doesn't feel especially thirsty. But over time, she begins to notice something odd. Her skin feels tight and itchy, and no matter how much lotion she applies, the dryness never seems to go away. That simple oversight, forgetting to drink water, turns out to be one of the most common mistakes among older adults. In fact, research shows that nearly half of seniors in the United States are chronically dehydrated. And the problem isn't just about feeling thirsty. It has real and visible effects on skin health. Your skin is the body's largest organ. It protects you from injury, infection, and harmful UV rays. It makes up about 16% of your body weight, and like every organ, it depends on proper hydration to function well. When you don't drink enough fluids, your skin cells lose elasticity. The outer layers become fragile, more prone to cracking, and less able to serve as a protective barrier. For older adults, that can mean not just wrinkles and fine lines becoming more pronounced, but also longer healing times after even minor scrapes or cuts. Itchy, flaky skin can lead to scratching, and that opens the door to infections, a serious risk for people with diabetes or weakened immune systems. Studies from the Journal of the American Academy of Dermatology confirm this link, showing significantly higher rates of xerosis severe dryness among dehydrated seniors. The National Institutes of Health also reports that inadequate fluid intake is strongly associated with skin breakdown, one of the leading causes of preventable hospital visits in older populations. So why is this mistake so common? One reason is that as we age, our body's ability to signal thirst decreases. A 75-year-old does not feel thirsty as quickly as a 25-year-old, which means by the time thirst is noticeable, dehydration is often already set in. Another reason is habit. Many older adults rely on coffee, tea, or soft drinks to get through the day, not realizing that caffeine can increase water loss and that sugary sodas don't provide the hydration the body truly needs. Practical concerns also play a role. Some seniors deliberately avoid drinking much water to minimize bathroom trips, especially at night. Others find water boring. Mistake number 2: overexposure to the sun. John is 72 and lives in sunny Florida. Every morning he enjoys taking a long walk around his neighborhood. He loves the warmth of the sun on his shoulders, the bright light that lifts his mood, and the way it reminds him of his younger days spent at the beach. But John, being outdoors is part of his identity. He rarely bothers with sunscreen because he figures, "I've been in the sun my whole life, and I've never had a problem." He wears his baseball cap sometimes, but often goes without, feeling that sun protection is more for young people worried about beauty than for seniors who already have wrinkles. What John doesn't realize is that his daily sun exposure is silently damaging his skin and increasing risks he cannot see in the mirror. Many older adults share John's habit. They underestimate how powerful the sun's ultraviolet UV rays are, even on short walks or cloudy days. It feels harmless in the moment, but the cumulative effects are significant. Skin is the body's largest organ, and overexposure to UV light is the leading cause of premature aging, sunspots, and skin cancers in the United States. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC), more than 5 million cases of skin cancer are diagnosed in the U.S. every year, and seniors are disproportionately affected. One study from the American Cancer Society revealed that adults over 65 account for nearly half of all melanoma deaths. The consequences go beyond wrinkles and cosmetic changes. UV radiation penetrates deep into the skin, breaking down collagen and elastin, the proteins that keep skin firm and smooth. Over time, this leads to sagging, rough texture, and the leathery appearance many associate with sun-damaged skin. But the more serious impact is the increased risk of skin cancer. Seniors already have a lifetime's worth of accumulated sun damage, and continuing to expose unprotected skin in later years accelerates that risk. Even non-melanoma skin cancers, like basal cell and squamous cell carcinoma, can cause painful lesions, require surgery, and in severe cases, spread beyond the health dangers. Overexposure also affects quality of life. Skin that is constantly irritated, burned, or healing from lesions becomes a source of discomfort and self-consciousness. So why does this mistake happen so often among older adults? One reason is perception. Many seniors believe the damage has already been done after decades in the sun. Mistake number 3, using harsh soaps and over-cleansing. Evelyn is 71 and lives in a quiet suburb outside of Dallas, Texas. She has always prided herself on keeping a tidy home and a fresh, clean appearance. For decades, she used the same bar of soap her mother used, the kind that squeaks your skin dry after a shower. She loves that clean feeling when the skin feels tight and almost squeaky under her fingertips. In her mind, if it feels tight, it must mean it's really clean. But over the past few years, Evelyn has noticed her skin becoming increasingly itchy after showers. She scratches her arms at night until they're red, and no amount of lotion seems to help. She assumes it's just part of aging after all. Isn't dry, itchy skin just what happens when you get older? The truth is, Evelyn's problem isn't age alone. It's her soap. And many seniors, just like Evelyn, use harsh soaps, body washes, or even dish detergents for their skin without realizing the harm they cause. These products strip away the skin's natural oils, leaving it dry, irritated, and vulnerable. Dermatologists across the United States report that over-cleansing is one of the most common, yet preventable mistakes older adults make in their daily routines. Our skin is protected by a natural barrier called the acid mantle, a thin layer of oils and sweat that maintains the skin's pH balance. This barrier locks in moisture and shields against bacteria and irritation. Harsh soaps, especially those that boast antibacterial or deep cleaning properties, disrupt this barrier. When the barrier is stripped away, the skin loses moisture rapidly. For seniors who already experience reduced oil production due to aging, the result is severe dryness, itchiness, and in some cases, eczema-like rashes. The consequences can be more serious than discomfort. Cracked skin provides entry points for bacteria, increasing the risk of infections. Seniors with diabetes or weaker immune systems are especially vulnerable. According to the American Academy of Dermatology, older adults with chronic dry skin have a 40% higher risk of skin infections compared to those with healthier hydration levels. And it's not just about physical health. Constantly dealing with itchy, irritated skin can affect mood, sleep quality, and overall quality of life. Many seniors report feeling embarrassed about their skin's appearance, avoiding social events because of redness, flakiness, or scratch marks. Why does this mistake happen so often? Habit is a big factor. Many older adults stick with the same soap brands they grew up with, not realizing that their skin's needs change with age. Decades ago, the market emphasized strong, deodorizing soaps designed to remove sweat and dirt, not to protect the skin barrier. Marketing campaigns made people equate tightness with cleanliness. Mistake number 4, ignoring daily moisturizing. Robert is 72 and lives in a quiet retirement community in Florida. Every morning he plays a round of golf with his friends, enjoying the sunshine and the ocean breeze. He's active, social, and takes pride in keeping up with his health. Robert eats well, exercises regularly, and even goes for yearly checkups. But when it comes to skincare, his routine is minimal. After a shower, he simply dries off and gets dressed. No lotion, no creams, nothing. In fact, he often chuckles when his wife reminds him to moisturize, saying, "That's women stuff. My skin will be fine." At first, Robert didn't notice any issues, but as the years passed, his skin grew increasingly dry. After golf, his arms looked ashy and flaky. The skin on his shins became so rough that it felt like sandpaper. Sometimes, he'd wake up scratching his legs in his sleep, leaving red marks behind. His doctor explained that his skin was thinning with age, producing less natural oil, and without daily moisturizing it couldn't hold on to hydration. Robert shrugged it off, believing it wasn't serious. But neglecting daily moisturizing has deeper consequences than many seniors realize. Skin is the body's largest organ, and it serves as the first line of defense against bacteria, allergens, and environmental irritants. When it becomes dry and cracked, it's no longer an effective barrier. According to the National Institutes of Health, seniors with chronically dry skin are at significantly higher risk for bacterial infections, dermatitis, and delayed wound healing. One study even showed that nearly 50% of hospital-acquired infections in seniors originated from compromised skin barriers. The damage isn't just physical. Persistent dryness leads to itching, irritation, and even burning sensations, which can disrupt sleep and lower overall quality of life. Many older adults feel embarrassed about the appearance of their skin, describing it as ashy, patchy, or scaly. Some avoid wearing short sleeves or shorts, even in warm weather, because they don't want their skin to be seen. This can create a ripple effect on confidence, mood, and social engagement. So why do so many seniors neglect this simple step? For one, habit. Many older adults grew up in an era when moisturizers were marketed as luxuries, not health necessities. Men, especially, often associate lotion with beauty routines rather than healthcare, dismissing it as optional. Another reason is underestimating how much skin changes with age. By 60, natural oil production drops dramatically, and the skin barrier weakens. Without extra support, the skin simply cannot hold on to the moisture it needs. Finally, some seniors skip moisturizing because they don't like the sticky or greasy feeling of certain creams, not realizing that lighter, fast-absorbing options exist. The good news is that the solution is both simple and effective. Daily moisturizing can transform skin health and comfort within weeks. Dermatologists recommend applying a fragrance-free gentle moisturizer immediately after bathing while the skin is still slightly damp. This locks in water before it evaporates, maximizing hydration. Products containing ceramides, glycerin, or hyaluronic acid are especially beneficial, as they mimic the skin's natural moisturizing factors and help repair the barrier. For seniors like Robert, who dislike heavy creams, lightweight lotions or gel moisturizers are excellent alternatives. And for those with extremely dry areas, such as elbows, heels, or shins, thicker ointments like petroleum jelly can provide targeted relief. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just a few minutes of moisturizing each day can prevent hours of itching and discomfort later. Another tip is to keep moisturizers visible and accessible. Placing a bottle by the sink, on a nightstand, or in the bathroom makes it easier to build moisturizing into a daily routine. Some seniors find success by pairing it with another habit, like brushing teeth at night or taking morning medications, so it becomes second nature. The inspiring part is that moisturizing delivers results you can see and feel quickly. Within days, skin feels softer and less itchy. Within weeks, flakiness and redness fade. And long-term, consistent moisturizing strengthens the skin barrier, reducing the risk of cracks, infections, and irritation. Robert finally listened to his wife's advice and began using a lightweight, fragrance-free lotion after his showers. To his surprise, his skin stopped itching at night. His golf buddies noticed his arms looked healthier, and he admitted he felt more comfortable in his own skin literally. There's also a psychological benefit that shouldn't be overlooked. Taking a few minutes each day to care for your skin is an act of self-respect and self-kindness. It sends a message that... Mistake number 5, not drinking enough water. Harold is 78 and lives in a quiet neighborhood outside Dallas, Texas, a proud grandfather. He spends his mornings reading the newspaper with a hot cup of coffee and his afternoons working in the garden. Harold feels healthy overall, but one thing he rarely does is drink plain water. He'll sip his morning coffee, maybe have a glass of iced tea at lunch, and then finish the evening with a small glass of juice. He doesn't feel thirsty most of the time, so he assumes his body's just fine. But over the years, Harold noticed little changes he couldn't ignore. He started feeling more sluggish during the day, especially after gardening. Sometimes he got dizzy when standing up, and his skin looked dull and dry. At one point, he even experienced a urinary tract infection, something he thought only women dealt with. When his doctor ran routine blood work, the results showed that Harold's kidney function wasn't as strong as it should be. The culprit: chronic dehydration. Dehydration is one of the most common but overlooked health issues among seniors. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, nearly 40% of adults over 65 who arrive at emergency rooms show signs of dehydration. Part of the reason is biology. As we age, our bodies lose water more quickly, and our sense of thirst becomes less reliable. That means by the time an older adult feels thirsty, they're already behind on hydration. The consequences of not drinking enough water are far-reaching for the kidneys, which act as the body's filtration system. Dehydration makes their job harder. When you don't have enough fluid, waste products build up in the bloodstream, and the kidneys must work overtime. Over time, this strain can accelerate kidney decline. Research shows that dehydrated seniors are nearly twice as likely to develop kidney-related complications compared to well-hydrated peers, but the effects go beyond the kidneys. Dehydration thickens the blood, increasing the risk of blood clots and strokes. It reduces saliva production, which can lead to tooth decay and gum disease. It affects digestion, causing constipation, and because water plays a critical role in regulating temperature and circulation, dehydrated seniors are more prone to heat exhaustion even during mild physical activity. Perhaps most concerning, dehydration is linked to cognitive decline. Multiple studies have shown that even mild dehydration can cause confusion, slower reaction times, and memory problems in older adults. So why do so many seniors make this mistake? Part of it is mindset. Many older adults grew up in a time when water wasn't emphasized. Soft drinks, sweet tea or coffee were often seen as adequate substitutes. Another factor is practicality. Some seniors purposely drink less to avoid frequent bathroom trips, especially at night. Others may have mobility challenges that make getting up for water more difficult. And as mentioned earlier, the natural decline in thirst with age makes it easy to forget. The good news is that improving hydration is simple and doesn't require drastic changes. Doctors generally recommend about 6 to 8 cups of water per day for seniors, though needs vary depending on weight, activity, and climate. A practical guideline is to aim for half your body weight in ounces of fluids daily. For example, a 160-pound person should try for about 80 ounces. For someone like Harold, the solution began with small, steady habits. He bought a sturdy, reusable water bottle and kept it by his side during the day. Instead of relying on iced tea and juice, he made water his go-to drink. To make it more appealing, he sometimes added lemon slices, cucumber, or a splash of fruit for flavor. He also began eating more water-rich foods like watermelon, oranges, and cucumbers, which helped him stay hydrated without feeling like he was forcing himself to drink. Within a few weeks, Harold noticed real changes. His energy improved, his dizziness disappeared, and his doctor was pleased to see that his kidney numbers had stabilized. Of course, it is important to note that some seniors with specific medical conditions like advanced kidney disease or heart failure may need personalized advice about fluid intake. But for most older adults, drinking more water is one of the simplest, safest, and most effective steps toward better health. Hydration also carries an emotional benefit. For seniors, maintaining independence is often a top priority. Something as small as carrying a water bottle can prevent bigger problems like fainting, falls, or hospital visits. It's not just about avoiding danger, it's about staying strong enough to keep gardening, playing golf, traveling, or keeping up with grandchildren. Harold now jokes with his grandkids that his magic water bottle keeps him moving. He says he never realized how much he was missing until he gave his body the one thing it needed most: water. Mistake number 6: overusing harsh soaps and hot showers. Linda, age 70, lives in Minnesota where the winters are long and cold. To keep warm, she loves starting and ending her day with a steaming hot shower. She lathers up with her favorite heavily scented soap, the kind that leaves a strong, clean smell, and scrubs until her skin feels squeaky. For Linda, this routine has always been comforting, a way to wash off the stress of the day. But over the years, she began to notice changes. Her skin felt tight after every shower, sometimes even itchy to the point of distraction. Red patches appeared on her arms and legs, and occasionally she developed painful cracks around her knuckles. At first, she thought it was just dry winter skin. But her dermatologist explained that her daily ritual, hot showers and harsh soaps, were stripping away her skin's natural oils and damaging the protective barrier. This is a mistake many older adults make without realizing it. According to the American Academy of Dermatology, seniors are especially vulnerable because aging skin produces fewer natural oils and becomes thinner over time. Hot water and strong soaps remove what little oil remains, leaving skin defenseless against dryness, irritation, and even infections. Studies show that over 60% of adults over 65 report moderate to severe dry skin during the winter months, and harsh cleansing routines are a major contributor. The consequences go beyond discomfort. Dry, cracked skin increases the risk of bacterial entry, which can lead to infections that take longer to heal in seniors. Itching and irritation often interfere with sleep, leaving older adults restless at night and fatigued during the day. And because skin is closely linked with self-image, many seniors report feeling embarrassed about redness, flakiness, or irritation, sometimes avoiding social gatherings or activities they enjoy. Why does this happen so often? For one, habit. Many people grew up in a culture where the squeaky clean feeling was associated with health and hygiene. Advertisements emphasized heavily scented soaps and strong cleansers, making them feel like the right choice. Second, hot showers are comforting, especially in colder states where winters can last for months. They provide temporary relief and relaxation, but at the expense of long-term skin health. Lastly, there's a lack of awareness. Many seniors simply don't realize that what worked in their 20s or 30s may now be too harsh for their aging skin. So, what's the solution? First, switch from hot to lukewarm water. While it may feel less indulgent, lukewarm showers clean just as effectively without stripping natural oils. Limiting shower time to 10 to 15 minutes also helps prevent unnecessary drying. Second, choose gentle, fragrance-free cleansers designed for sensitive or aging skin. Look for labels that say soap-free, pH-balanced, or moisturizing. Ingredients like glycerin or ceramide support hydration rather than stripping it away. After showering, pat the skin dry instead of rubbing it harshly with a towel, and apply moisturizer while the skin is still slightly damp. This seals in hydration and strengthens the barrier. Linda, for example, swapped her hot showers for warm ones, switched to a mild fragrance-free cleanser, and began applying lotion right after bathing. Within a few weeks, the redness faded, her itching disappeared, and she no longer woke up scratching at night. For those who miss the ritual of strong scents, adding a few drops of essential oils to a diffuser in the bathroom can provide the same sensory experience without harming the skin. Similarly, instead of long hot showers, seniors can use warm baths with added colloidal oatmeal or bath oils, which both cleanse and soothe. The benefits of this change go beyond healthier skin. By protecting the skin barrier, seniors reduce their risk of infection, improve comfort, and restore confidence. Linda now feels comfortable wearing short sleeves again in the summer, something she had avoided for years. She even jokes with her friends that warm and gentle is the new clean. Ultimately, caring for skin with age means redefining what clean really means. It's not about harsh scrubbing or strong fragrances, it's about balance, protection, and respect for the body's natural defenses. We've covered a lot together today. 6 everyday habits that silently damage the skin of seniors after 60. And as surprising as it sounds, research shows that 97% of older adults still fall into at least one of these traps. Whether it's skipping sunscreen, over-exfoliating, forgetting to moisturize, not drinking enough water, using harsh soaps, or taking hot showers, each of these choices adds up over time. They make your skin thinner, drier, and less able to protect you exactly when you need that protection most. But here's the hopeful truth. Your skin is resilient. It's carried you through every season of life, sunny days at the beach, snowy winters, years of work and family memories. And even now, after 60, it still has the ability to repair, strengthen and glow again when you give it the right care. The good news is you don't need expensive serums or complicated routines. What you need is awareness and consistency, hydration, protection, and gentle care. Think of it this way. Every time you put on moisturizer, you're helping your skin seal in comfort. Every glass of water you drink supports healthy cells from the inside out. And every time you choose sunscreen, you're not just preventing sunburn, you're reducing the risk of long-term damage and even skin cancer. So here's my encouragement for you. Don't feel like you need to change everything overnight. Instead, pick just one simple step to start today. Maybe it's carrying a reusable water bottle. Maybe it's switching to a milder soap. Or maybe it's finally making sunscreen a daily habit. Small steps create lasting change. It's never too late to protect your skin. The care you give yourself today can help you feel more comfortable, confident, and healthy for years to come. And before we wrap up, I want to invite you to join this community. If you found these tips helpful, please like this video, comment below to tell me which habit you'll work on first, and share this video with a friend who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more expert advice on aging well, staying strong, and feeling your best after 60. Thank you for watching, take care of your skin, and I'll see you in the next video.